Hey guys, welcome back to day 3 of curriculum week. Today I am sharing the curriculum choices for my 5th grade son. If you haven't checked out our family subjects video, be sure to do that before you watch today's video. That video can be found up here in the corner or down in the description box down below. That gives a complete view coupled with today's video of what 5th grade looks like for him this school year. All right, here are the individual curriculum choices for my 5th grader, Eli. First things first, he is doing teaching textbooks for math. Then for handwriting, he is doing the Good and the Beautiful handwriting level 5. We've been using their handwriting for years. It's the most open and go, and I've really quite enjoyed it. So this is the year that only 2 of my kids are using it. So we're down to the last 2. My older ones are done with it. He is going to be doing Fix-It Grammar Level 1 this year. In addition to that, he's continuing with Using Language Well and Spelling Wisdom. I don't know why I didn't bring the Spelling Wisdom book out here. He's in book 2 currently. He does this 2 days a week with me. To round out his language arts program, he is going to be starting Redefining School's middle school literature survey this year, and so that will be American literature. So once a month he'll be studying a different author and literary genre and doing a short story that goes along with it. So my older 2 kids have done this course, and now it's his turn. This is recommended. It's a middle school course, but it's recommended for like 5th through 9th grade, and he is more than ready. He is my reader who just cannot get enough, and so I thought that this would satisfy kind of that craving for him. So that's gonna round it all out. He's gonna also love the Zoom meetings as well. He also is doing something kind of new this year for us. We haven't done this in years and years, but we've never done this individually. He's going to be doing Apology of Science on his own, but with me, if that makes sense. So he's my only kid doing this one this year. I've never had my kids who are in elementary school just pick one science on their own. But he's moving on from 5 in a row now. He's definitely kind of graduated 5 in a row, so I'm not having him do that with my 2nd grader this year. But I don't want him to start the middle school science until he's in 7th grade. So this year and next year, I allowed him to, and next year I will, allow him to choose whichever of the K through 6 Apology of Sciences that he wants to do. And he chose Swimming Creatures, so marine science, which I was surprised. I thought there were a handful of others that I thought he would pick first, but he spent a lot of time looking at the options. I left all the tabs open on the computer for like a week, and he kept going back and forth. He wanted to look at the lab kits. He wanted to like know what he was getting into, and he finally settled on Swimming Creatures. So I'm really excited about doing this with him this year. So also this is the 2nd edition, so I haven't purchased the lab kit yet. So I will go ahead and do that this week. I was getting the lab kit for my older son for his physical science, which was the 4th edition, so I was waiting for that to be released before I ordered all the lab kits. So he'll also have the lab kit from Nature's Workshop Plus. Those are a lifesaver for me, a total game changer with doing science because everything's provided. In 2 weeks, I will have a complete kind of flip through and review of this for you guys if you want to take a peek inside the new 2nd edition of Swimming Creatures. So that's quite a course load for him. He's never done that on his own. And then he will also have, I mentioned teaching textbooks already, family subjects. I know I mentioned as well at the beginning of this video, assigned reading. There's a lot of historical reading that I assigned to them for our history and geography, but there's also just some fun titles that he'll be doing this year. The middle school literature survey, as I mentioned, and I will put that information in the description box down below because she is opening for a very short enrollment period this fall. She usually only opens once a year for enrollment, and that time has passed already, but you guys are in luck that this happens to be the right time to sign up if you're catching this video when I post it. He also does the Awana program at our church, and so I like to leave a little room in his work to work on that workbook and memorize those verses and just kind of put in the effort that that program requires. And then he just got his brown belt in martial arts, which means that he's working toward an invitation that will put him a year out from getting his black belt. So he should receive that invitation in November and then start maybe January, November, January, and then he'll start prepping for a year to earn entrance into the black belt class. So that is what 5th grade is gonna look like for Mr. Eli.